In 2012, the Agence Française de Développement, AFD, launched the Sanitation Innovation Facility, FISONG. Sanitation rose up the political agenda after the UN declared 2008 as the International Year of Sanitation. But current rates of progress are too slow to meet the Millennium Development Goal, MDG, that was set out. In 2015, access to improved sanitation facilities stood globally at 68%, far behind the target of 77%. The situation is particularly alarming in sub-Saharan Africa, with a rate of 30% compared to a target of 62%. Focusing the MDG target on an indicator of access alone has made it harder to take into account sanitation as a chain that includes waste collection, treatment and recycling. Faced with slow progress and inadequate domestic and international financing, the development community showed greater interest in deploying progressive strategies, allowing populations to climb the sanitation ladder thanks to low-cost technologies and social mobilization methods. A major challenge has been to increase the contribution of households themselves towards sustainable infrastructure. It's also crucial to involve local authorities in planning and policy making.
Pour l'AFD, l'innovation est quelque chose d'important pour finalement flécher les financements de l'AFD sur les choses qui peuvent faire la différence et ce que d'autres ne peuvent pas financer.
In 2007, AFD created an instrument specifically designed to help finance innovative projects proposed by non-profit organizations, the Sectoral Innovation Facility for NGOs, FISONG.
La FISONG donc, est un appel à projet qui vise à faire émerger des innovations, à la fois au niveau conceptuel, de façon large. Ça peut être des nouveaux concepts non seulement techniques, quand on pense souvent innovation, on pense technique, mais finalement ce qui est recherché là chez les ONG, c'est plutôt une capacité d'innovation, ce qu'on appelle des innovations sociales. Ça va être en termes d'organisation, notamment comment les collectivités locales peuvent travailler avec des chefs de quartier, impliquer les populations. Donc en termes d'organisation, de gouvernance des services, c'est essentiellement ces innovations-là qu'on recherche.
5 projects were selected following the FISONG's call for proposals. This film aims to shine a light on the innovations that were field tested by these projects. It provides an important tool to capitalize on the knowledge that arose from these experiences by highlighting the achievements and challenges encountered. The innovative approach to hygiene and sanitation in the commune of Mutimbuzi project in Burundi was implemented by Pro-Action Développement. The first innovation that was tested was the introduction of EcoSan-type latrines in the municipality of Mutimbuzi. The EcoSan approach, which has been tested in other countries but is new to Burundi, separates urine from feces using dry latrines. The human waste collected by this latrine is then recycled and used as fertilizer in agriculture. A value chain for recycling human waste emerged: storage, composting, transport and disposal or reuse, and new jobs were created all along the chain. The initial target was to provide EcoSan latrines to 1,950 families. Ultimately, 1,436 EcoSan latrines and 1,467 Arbalou latrines were built and provided to 2,903 families. Initially, households were slow to adopt the EcoSan approach, deterred somewhat by the idea of handling human waste and the high cost of the latrine. Households also failed to perceive its real economic benefits, so they opted massively for Arbalou latrines instead. But they gradually became more interested in EcoSan latrines with the help of awareness campaigns and support by the project.
Ivyo natanze vraiment ubu kariko karangirira akamaro gusumba ivyo natanze kuko je ndavye ariko kugeza ubu ndamaze kunguka kuko iri hahandi ndavidura nkakurayo nkongera nkakoresha wa mwavu nkongera nkabukoresha ndagukoresha mu ndimo urumva kurabe ajya amafaranga natanze ajya amafaranga ubu naraye nayibagiye mbere kubera akamaro kiyo toilette
gusanzwe nukuri ibi bintu by'intuzenya by'aya matwareti by'ifumbire kirundi biba dufite akamaro cyane kuko duharuye ukuntu twaturima ibintu bikamera sico kimwe n'ubu dufumbeza iyo fumbere y'ikirundi. Iyo fumbire y'ikirundi hari akarusho kanini ushoboye gusanga igiterwa cyamye ibintu zenya cyamye ibintu bigwiriye nk'itomati zigwiriye kubera iba gwarose ya fumbire y'ikirundi. Kuko ijya fumbire y'ikirundi ikora umwanya muremure. Kubisanzwe nk'urutomati baragwama nk'itomati nka 215 rukaba ruhejeje. Mugabo ubungiye guharura ku biti bimwe bimwe harwo nshaka ruko itomati 70 60 urumva ucamana ko hari difference ku byo nahora nimbura.
The second innovation relates to the design of the WAST approach, Waste and Sanitation Transformation, which adopts a pre-existing participatory method, the FAST method, Participatory Hygiene and Sanitation Transformation, to the specific characteristics of eco-san latrine management and waste recycling. As a result of this approach, a Hygiene and Sanitation Committee, HSC, was also voted in by the community.
Et cette approche waste, nous la trouvons efficace et adaptée au contexte de la zone du projet. Disons du fait que ça permet une appropriation rapide de la communauté. Et le fait que la population participe dès le début, que ce soit dans l'identification et dans la mise en œuvre du projet, ça devient comme en quelque sorte un gage de réussite.
In terms of raising households' awareness, 13,274 people have taken part in FAST WAST activities, 68% of the initial target. At the end of the project, 62% of households declared that they now wash their hands after defecating. With regards to solid waste management, almost half the households had learnt to separate their solid and organic waste. Nearly 40% now use a composter or a rubbish pit. 2 HSCs have created income-generating activities, a soap business and a business that recycles the valuable byproducts of eco-sanitation. There are, however, 2 limitations to this innovative approach, ensuring the viability and continuation of these activities in the long term, and the challenge of upscaling.
Avec les comités chats, c'est un autre volet qui a un impact social et surtout dans la consolidation des liens familiaux, des liens entre les gens d'une même communauté, puisque les gens, malgré les différences, se trouvent dans un même comité, qui travaillent ensemble. C'est quand même un projet qui a contribué à la cohabitation pacifique.
CIDR launched a pilot network called Urban Sanitation and Municipal Policies in Sava, Madagascar. The first innovation relates to the elaboration of a planning tool at the intermunicipal level. The Urban Solid Waste Management Plan, SASU, a participatory diagnostic, revealed an interest for a coordinated approach in 4 communes of the Sava region. Proposals were brought forward for improving collection, recycling and organisation of solid waste management.
Au niveau de la région de la Sava, c'est pour la première fois qu'au niveau intercommunal, que des gens réfléchissent à se doter d'une stratégie donc avant d'aller dans les interventions. Et je pense qu'au niveau donc de Madagascar, même si ce n'est pas la seule, la seule qui a existé, je pense qu'il n'y en a pas aussi beaucoup au niveau donc des dynamiques intercommunales. Une stratégie intercommunale réfléchie et portée par une intercommunalité, c'est ça aussi l'innovation qu'on a principalement dans le cas de cette option SASU.
Mixed results have been observed across the network. The communes of Voema and Antalaha played along. But progress from the early planning stages through to implementation has been challenging, as was the case elsewhere. The processes require time to roll out, strong political will and persistence. The commune of Voema defined a municipal sanitation policy in broad terms, but it remains vague with few or no activity, planning or budget provisions. At a participatory workshop, people chose direct public management for the solid waste service and planned the organisation of the service chain. Waste is sorted by voluntary household contribution at the source, 10 brick-built twin-compartment containers have been installed in the neighbourhoods. Evacuation to landfill is carried out by a tractor-trailer. This equipment was handed over to the municipality when the project ended. Currently, the containers are still used by households, but the sorting at source is often neglected. The municipality then collects and dumps the waste in an ill-suited marshy area, when they could be taking it to a potential landfill site outside the town. The municipality provides limited financial and technical services for these activities.
Ny nagnanaovana azy baka zegny ny mbola avy tamin'ny resaka assainissement fo. De resaka assainissement zay angamba tsisy tanàgna tsy mahazo tombotsoa amin'izay. Fa le hoe angamba le fiaraha-midinika, fiaraha-mientagna zegny no tegna tsara atao lalindaly mba ahafahan'ny responsable, ahafahan'ny le vahoaka zegny mba tegna ho responsable mba ho intégrer zegny agnatin'le programme.
Atry ny navian'ny nisian'ny bac à ordure sy ny tracteur dia ny zavatra tsapa voalohany ny olo mazoto manary fako amin'ny bac à ordure. Ary ny raha tsapa koa zegny fa mivangongo amin'ny fako amin'ny bac à ordure.
In Antalaha, the commune and the project failed to reach a consensus in the elaboration of the municipal sanitation policy. The participatory workshop in this commune chose to use the services of a private operator, Senam, to transport the waste to a drop-off centre and recycle it. Currently, a tractor-trailer provided by the municipality collects the waste from markets and from some households that request the service. Construction of the waste processing plant has stalled, and the final disposal site is also unfinished. Financing for these services should be streamlined. Finally, in the two other communes, Sambava and Andapa, solid waste management quickly lost momentum. Despite the project's efforts, the lack of overall vision and weak mobilisation of civil society were too much of an obstacle.
Tsy maintsy agny baka miantraika zegny le programme dikan'izay mba misy any zegny le filan-kevitry ny base agny zay ahafahagna zay mba ataontsika hoe mba impliqué zegny le poney. Ary magnaraka zay koa tokony raha ohatra iaragna amin'ny ataontsika hoe le 4 communes urbaines tamin'ny alalan'ny TSAVA zegny no agnatanteragna le asa.
The second innovation aims to create partnerships across municipalities in the field of waste management and recycling.
Les partenariats ou bien les initiatives de partenariat entre le public et le privé, donc c'est une innovation en ce sens que déjà ce n'est pas courant au niveau de Madagascar quand même que déjà des communes délèguent du service public à des privés. Donc ce n'est pas courant et particulièrement donc dans le secteur de l'assainissement.
The Voamar commune and a vanilla producer began a public-private partnership for improved composting. They undertook 2 trials for waste sorting, characterization and composting. Although the quality of the compost was good, the private partner chose not to reiterate after weighing the risk of crop contamination by the many remaining pollutants. At Antalaha, the mayor set up the Senam company. He managed the tender procedures without support from the project and with little transparency. The results have yet to be published, but some question the organisation's viability. Finally, the rural commune of Ampondra and the urban commune of Voamar set up a public-public partnership that would set aside land for a municipal landfill site. Urban waste sorting and recycling centres, integrated social and collaborative approaches to liquid and solid sanitation in Pikini and Kindia is a project by Enda Europe in Senegal and Guinea. The Senegalese National Office of Sanitation, ONAS, the commune and local entrepreneurs concluded an innovative tripartite agreement. ONAS manages the operation and rehabilitation of a small sewer system. The commune is in charge of raising households' awareness about payments, while the local entrepreneurs handle maintenance.
Dans le cadre du FISONG, nous avons voulu aller beaucoup plus en avant, c'est impliquer les autorités locales, préparer la décentralisation du secteur de l'assainissement des eaux usées au niveau des communes, ce qui n'est pas encore fait. L'assainissement est sous la compétence de l'ONAS. Mais avec la convention tripartite, la commune peut s'impliquer dans l'assainissement autonome. Donc ça, c'était l'innovation, l'implication des communes dans les services publics et d'assainissement.
The implementation of this agreement did not go according to plan. The new approach proved to be incompatible with the institutional framework in place and was stifled as a result. There were delays and administrative hurdles when it came to finalising the contract with a construction company. In the end, only some of the works went ahead. Those that did were not formally commissioned, and the centre is not operational. It's been 2 years since the completion of the works, and the tripartite management agreement has yet to be signed by the parties. The commune is reluctant to manage the system.
Depuis 1 an, le projet est fermé. C'est parce que tout simplement, l'assainissement n'est pas une compétence transférée, comme l'éducation, la santé. Il faut obligatoirement avoir l'autorisation de l'ONAS pour pouvoir régler définitivement le problème. On a écrit, il n'y a pas de feedback, on va relancer pour lui signifier l'urgence du démarrage de ce projet. Tant que l'ONAS ne nous autorise pas à se brancher sur le projet, personne n'ose le faire, parce que c'est lui le chef suprême dans ce domaine.
The second innovation consists in setting up a facility for the dismantling of electronic and electrical equipment waste, DEEE, in the commune of Kermassar in Pekin, led by a civil society organisation.
L'innovation vient en sorte que c'est une initiative que l'État lui-même veut adresser, mais dont il n'a pas peut-être toute la technicité, et elle est en recherche de solutions. L'innovation vient aussi que c'était une initiative d'intérêt public en rapport avec un problème qui n'est pas encore suffisamment maîtrisé ni par l'État ni par les acteurs du secteur privé peut-être qui pourraient l'investir davantage. Je pense que de plus en plus on a un intérêt pour ce type et les acteurs continuent maintenant de discuter par rapport à ça.
The facility opened in September 2015, and since then, about 1,000 computers have been dismantled. Data processing equipment is reconditioned for resale, and non-recoverable material is dismantled. Plastic components can be recycled into rubbish bins or flower pots, but the scope for recycling is otherwise limited. The business does not currently make any money. Only 2 protocols have been signed with private sector companies for the recovery of their old IT equipment. The underlying business plan is fragile. The staff consists merely of a dozen employees, most of them on piecework. The electronic and electrical equipment waste dismantling sector is still small in Senegal, but the NGO introduced it at national level.
Nous avions une ambition de démontrer que c'est possible. Aujourd'hui, il faut le mettre dans le contexte maintenant d'une activité économique qui devrait être rentable et qui puisse entretenir de l'emploi, mais en même temps aussi régler des problèmes environnementaux en rapport avec les problématiques que nous connaissons.
In the town of Kindia in Guinea, the third innovation involves the establishment of a system for sorting organic waste, the selective collection of such waste, and the development of outlets for biomedical and plastic waste. In Kindia, the use of non-sorted waste as fertiliser is extremely common. Rather than composting waste, the project chose to improve the sorting of waste used directly on farmland in order to reduce pollution and health risks. A selective collection system has been set up with 2 types of trailers placed in the neighbourhoods, one for organic waste and the second for other refuse. The awareness-raising strategy focused on sorting at source and selective collection through radio announcements, festivals and home visits. In total, 2,642 households and 3,528 merchants and shop owners were informed. The volume of biodegradable waste that was collected almost quadrupled during the project, indicating a gradual change in waste sorting behaviour. But creating a waste collection service that is financially viable remains a challenge. At the end of the project, 48% of its funding came from the outside in the form of subsidies. The NGO also played a part in the management of biomedical waste by providing the Kindia Regional Hospital with a modern incinerator in March 2015 and organising awareness campaigns. A study was also conducted on recycling and resale outlets for plastic waste. The study revealed the high costs of the system in comparison with the fairly low and volatile sale prices.
On a fait le choix de partir plutôt des acteurs économiques en fait, des opérateurs des déchets. Alors en fait on est allé voir, on est parti de l'informel avec d'autres acteurs qui participent de la chaîne, c'est-à-dire les commerçants qui sont entre guillemets les pollueurs sur le marché. Les maraîchers qui peuvent être un client d'une matière triée. On est parti de ces acteurs-là pour les mettre à la table de la municipalité et finalement obliger la municipalité à penser l'organisation de son service.
The Aladdin project, innovating with local sanitation and waste disposal stakeholders, backed by Gret and Eau Vive, was implemented across 7 municipalities in Senegal and Mauritania. The purpose of the first innovation was to transfer ownership of sanitation and waste sector oversight to the local communities so that they could make their own choices about sanitation services rather than have them imposed by an external NGO, as is often the case. Agreement protocols between each commune and the NGO, renewable every 6 months, outline the technical and financial responsibilities of each party and are regularly reviewed. The project supports operators with the publication of municipal decrees related to consultation frameworks, as well as hygiene and sanitation committees, and the elaboration of organisational guides and sanitation toolkits for monitoring sanitation services. But in practice, managing these institutions on a regular basis is still a challenge. 1 year after the project ended, Rosso's Municipal Technical Service is still active in the sanitation sector, but no further coordination meetings were scheduled. The local committees in Keur-Baka and Gandé-Pathé have slowed the pace, and the tools for monitoring the desludging service are not fully understood. 5 out of 7 communes have agreed to come on board as partners, but the agreement protocols with the NGO came under little scrutiny.
Ce qu'on a tiré du Gret, c'est que nous avons augmenté les compétences de notre personnel, grâce à la formation que le Gret a donnée à ces hommes-là et à ces femmes-là. Sur les aspects informatiques, les aspects organisationnels et les aspects techniques. Les 3 volets où effectivement le Gret a eu son empreinte ici chez nous sur notre personnel. Pour nous, c'est innovant parce que ça n'existait pas. L'autonomie, on n'y est pas encore vraiment. Ça manque encore un peu.
The project has enabled all 7 communes to take part in intermunicipal knowledge-sharing workshops on the development of sanitation services. The second innovation relates to the support received by the Diawara commune in creating a framework for the delegated management of public services relating to waste management. The municipality delegated project ownership to CIDR, a user association, which itself hired a private company to run the service. The innovation lies in the fact that a small commune delegates the entire waste management service to a user association. 1 year later, despite reaching 875 subscribers against an expected 800, the operators struggled to collect fees and therefore ran into financial difficulties that jeopardised the service. CIDR and the Mayor's office were quick to step in. They took over the service and managed it directly. Within 2 months, the waste management service was up and running again, with the help of an awareness and education programme aimed at households. By the end of the project, 80% of the population had subscribed to the service.
Le fait qu'on ait associé la population à ce service-là, c'est-à-dire que c'est un service quelque part qui est, même peut-être avec un autre élu, ça risque de continuer de fonctionner. Alors que si c'était un service qui était géré un peu juste par la commune, ça dépendra de la volonté politique que du maire. Donc l'autre innovation également que j'aperçois, c'est aussi le fait qu'on a impliqué les services techniques dans la mise en place de ce service-là. donc les services techniques, parce que comme je l'ai dit, l'hygiène a joué un rôle très important parce que c'est ça qui a permis à la population de comprendre que fallait pas. Parce que c'est un projet où il n'y a pas eu beaucoup d'investissement en termes d'équipement et autres, mais on a beaucoup fait de la communication, de la sensibilisation, de faire comprendre aux populations que c'était leur service. Et pour que ça marche, il faut leur implication. Et je pense que ça aussi, ça a été une approche assez innovante quand même.
The project also introduced a sanitation marketing method based on the promotion of low-cost improved latrines in the urban commune of Rosso. A Sani market, or toilet shop, was established, and its management was entrusted to a local operator from the private sector. Here, latrines can be manufactured, displayed and sold. Sani markets are also partially subsidised by the project. After installing 100 out of the projected 250 latrines, the private operator pulled out, in a decision to focus on higher margin activities. The Gret was able to capitalise on this experience, however, by adapting it to the Mauritanian context, where women's cooperatives, who managed the Sani markets, went on to sell over 1,000 latrines throughout the country. This experiment became an important component of the country's national strategy. Finally, the Aladdin project attempted to bring innovative solutions to fecal sludge management in Rosso, which included improved desludging technologies and building a sludge treatment facility for water filtration and sludge landfilling operations. For desludging, Gulper-type manual pumps were manufactured locally. They make it possible to evacuate the thick sludge at the bottom of septic tanks fairly easily, although maintenance can be an issue. Initially, donkey carts were equipped with tanks for conveyance, but this system was abandoned in favour of the more efficient three-wheeled motorcycle trucks equipped with tanks. The average volume of sludge pumped out is still low, however. Two solutions were envisioned for disposal: landfill for semi-solid sludge and sand filtering for supernatant waters. There is currently no dedicated site for landfilling. Sand filtering, on the other hand, has been used since August 2017, although waste waters are not being recycled. The urban sanitation project in Madagascar is run by CARE France. The first innovation was to involve local neighbourhood organisations of the urban commune of Antananarivo, known as RF2s, in integrated solid and liquid waste management policies. These groups were established in 2010 and are composed of volunteer members from local communities. They've been formally recognised by municipal decree and are in charge of emptying, treating and recovering waste, as well as managing funds linked to these activities. The innovation lies in the promotion of a local self-financing mechanism for solid waste management based on household fees, contributions by the organisations established in the Fokontany, for example churches and shop owners, etc., and redirecting a fraction of the water supply revenues. Two Sani markets were created to support and promote the sanitary services supplied by the RF2s. According to CARE Madagascar, 8 out of 12 RF2s currently cover their costs, with the revenues generated from solid waste management. The main challenges have been the conflicts between the Fokontany and RF2 presidents, and the ongoing vulnerability of some groups within the population to flooding.
Nampitondran'ilay teo amin'ny asako aloha zany dia mba nampilamindamina kokoa an'ilay saiko teo aloha zany. Mba tsy dia mikorotana firy intsony ny saiko hatramin'izay niasako tamin'ny RFT. Mba milamina ny tokantrano, misakafo ara-dalàna ny ankizy, mba voaloha ara-dalàna ny hofa-trano. Tsy dia misy problème firy intsony zany.
288 toilets were built and 165 were fitted with sandplat slabs in 1,605 of the 2,660 households that were supposed to be covered. The project has so far failed to meet the target due to difficulties in accessing flooded areas for several months a year and significant land property issues in the urban areas.
Ho an'ny mponina zany lay izy dia hita ilay fiantraikany tsara satria efa manomboka miaina zany ny olona tsy manana latrine aloha raha ohatra eo amin'ilay projet anankiray mijerevana. Faharoa hita ihany koa zany ilay fiantraikany eo amin'ny tontolo iainana ho an'ny aty amin'ny arrondissement. Zay zany vokatra tsara satria manomboka efa madio le tanàna any anatin'ny fokontany rehetra any. Zay zany le deux points.
The second innovation involves the construction and operation of a fecal sludge management system based on the biobalsa technology, which is a prefabricated anaerobic biodigester that converts farm waste into methane gas and fertilizer. This innovation has been supported by capacity building and professionalization in the sector in close collaboration with SAMVA.
L'un des avantages de la station de type biobalsa est sa facilité de manipulation, d'entretien et maintenance. Donc, il y a moins de technicité dans l'opération de la station en soi. Ce qui est peut-être à améliorer pour ce type de station serait d'analyser en profondeur l'utilisation des sous-produits, comment obtenir plus de sous-produits et à valoriser les sous-produits localement.
On average, 12 cubic meters are treated per month, since servicing began 10 months ago. That's still short of the initial goal, which was set at 60 cubic meters. The recycling of byproducts is also below target. It's unclear how much biogas is generated because it is all used locally. The dried sludge can be used after 2 years. Promotional campaigns are created to ramp up household demand. 21 desludging operators have been trained in and equipped with desludging tools, but few are still active due to difficult working conditions and a lack of appreciation and recognition by part of the population. Only 8 operators are still in business today.
Tombontsoako manokana tamin'ny singe tetika asa raha ho manokana aloha zany nazahoako ange formation aloha zany dia efa tombontsoa manokana ho anazy satria tamin'ny nanao infirmière ana sauvage zay tamin'ny nanao sauvage tsy nampiasapiasa hoe gant tsy nampiasapiasa ange fitaovana rehetrarehetra zany tonga dia amin'izao fotsiny nge izy tsy manetinety ho fa hatramin'ny nazahoana ange formation dia mba hita hoe tsy dia ao be fiva ohatran'ny taloha zany moa malalaka zany le fomba fandanana mandeha miasa fa tsy ateritery ohatran'ny taloha satria tamin'ny taloha zany ohatran'ny hoe mangahatra moa zany dika zany manavinavy ery dia tsotsoka foana fa zao efa mba manana ange badge sy le taratasy rehetrarehetra dia efa mba malalaka ny fomba fanaovana ange asa.
Cet outil se veut un outil pour encourager la prise de risque. On a souvent du mal, notamment chez un bailleur, à assumer des échecs. Je pense que cette FISONG permet un petit peu de lever le tabou, notamment dans les échanges entre l'AFD et les ONG, pour dire voilà, n'hésitez pas, il faut prendre des risques et on est là pour vous soutenir. L'AFD encourage ce qu'on appelle la capitalisation, c'est-à-dire évidemment de documenter les expériences pour pouvoir les analyser, partager ces analyses et ainsi, de façon collective, créer, encourager la création de savoirs, de nouvelles pratiques. Et donc tout l'objectif de la FISONG et puis du dispositif de capitalisation qu'on met en place à côté, c'est de bien essayer de saisir, de caractériser ces innovations, de voir ce qui peut être réutilisable, réplicable, adapté ailleurs. Et c'est ainsi de la richesse aussi des expériences diverses et variées que vont naître des nouvelles idées.